G'day ladies and gents, and welcome back to MagzTV, and welcome to SnowRunner. So, SnowRunner is, well, it's an off-road trucking simulation. It's just been released. It's the follow-on to MudRunner, which I did a review on back in the day when it first came out. This time we're going to be doing things a little bit different. I'm not going to be doing a review this time. Instead, we are just going to be doing some gameplay over a couple of videos, and we'll see how it goes from there. So, I've spent a couple of hours in this already, but I did start a new mission for this playthrough, or a new campaign for this playthrough. Career would be the appropriate word, rather. So what we have done, the tutorial actually just starts down here, and it gives you the simple task of navigating this road, getting to this fuel station, and then getting up to this watchtower. The tutorial now wants me to go and find my first truck, which is down here. So we're right at the start of the game. We're not going to do that, though. We're not going to go for the truck just yet. Now, we're in the Chevrolet CK1500. This is one of the scout vehicles within the game. And we don't have much of the map uncovered, and there is quite a lot of map. So, what I want to do, there's an upgrade just up here that I wouldn't mind trying to get to, that looks like it shouldn't be too difficult to get to, and there is another watchtower just over here that I wouldn't mind picking up. So, we're going to go back down past the fuel station. We've got a bit of a mud hole there that might be a bit interesting to navigate. It might almost be easier to go up here and see if we can off-road through there. Well, we'll have a look. We'll see exactly what the mud here is all about, whether or not we can actually get through. We should be able to get through. Head up here, and we're going to get the upgrade. Now, I've got to place my markers. Now, I'm playing this on controller because, unfortunately, I don't actually have a wheel to play on the moment. And I'll just leave that marker there for the moment. So we'll go for the upgrade first. So that's going to be our first path. And then we're going to come back down and get to that watchtower. Then we'll make our way back over and see whether or not we can get the truck. Because at that point we can see a little bit further and we've got some bits. Alright. So let's wake up our sleepy driver. Alright, sorry about that, I just had a small interruption. So, engines are started up at the moment, 0.6 at idle, we've got 74 litres of fuel, so we should be fine. Gearbox on this, reverse, neutral, low range. Low range has the options for a higher low once we've got an upgraded gearbox. And the main drive is in automatic for the moment, at least for this truck. And it looks like we're losing light here as well. Oh. And we're stuck already. Alright, fair enough. There we go. Alright, flick it out of. Yeah, there we go. We should be fine now. It's actually quite fun to navigate around in this. Oh, this is going to be... Will I need to? No, we're good. Oh, we might actually fuel it up before we keep going. Alright, there we go. Now, this. So we want to go uphill. That doesn't look so bad. Famous last words. Yep, and already in trouble. Alright, so low range we go, and park brake off. There we go. Being a scout vehicle, this should make its way up, and I'm sort of hoping the upgrade at the top of the hill is going to be something like off-road tyres, so we can do a few upgrades to this thing and get it around a little bit further, because the idea is you use the scout vehicles to explore the area, to find out what the paths are like, where the jobs are, you know, all that kind of stuff. Uncover the terrain, essentially, before you bring the trucks through to actually do the work. Otherwise, you're driving the truck in blind into terrain that can be really, 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 really garbage. Brake off before we drive. Yeah, that's better. We're doing okay. Well, we're not getting a lot more speed out of it than we were before, so that's a problem. We look like we have a bit of a bog hole. Yeah, this is... Oh, no, 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 no. Whoa, that's a big hole. Yes, dead meat, that's what she said. Yeah, this is crappier terrain than I was expecting. Come on, up you get. It looks like it's only just big enough for a scout vehicle to come through, so this path here won't be usable by a truck. I won't be able to get anything except this, or the lighter scout vehicles through. And this is pretty steep here. I might actually need to winch it here. Yeah, I reckon I'm going to need to winch this. Yeah, we're not going to get much further than that. I think we're just going to dig in. So, let's go for the winch. So yeah, we'll go off that point. And here we go into that tree. Yeah, it's not much better out here. What are we going to do? Handbrake, release the winch, attach again, but this time, that one. Oh. There's a bit of a drop there, but we should be able to get around the back, I think. Alright. Train seems to be a little bit harder here. Although that is a problem. What have we gone and done to ourselves here? Oh, wrong one. Alright. So we've off-roaded completely over here. And that's a dip to get back. So the easiest way is actually going to be to run straight up the hill parallel and off the road, because we were never going to clear that ridge line, not in this thing, not at the moment. You should get off low gear when you're in normal terrain. Thanks for the advice. I'm not on normal terrain. A little more winch work. Can we get back onto the road over here now? Yes. Yes, there's the road. As it is. I wouldn't call this much of a road. Alright, so that got us past that problem. Ah, keep going for the wrong thing on the map. Alright, so we want to go uphill to the right here. Figures it's getting dark. Down to 70 litres, so we've consumed through a bit of fuel, but we're alright. And that is going to be a steep climb as well, so we're going to have to use the winch again here, I reckon. We'll get up this hill as much as we can. Don't want to get into the grooves there to the left, so I'm trying to keep one side on the grass here where there might be at least some traction. Otherwise we'll just bottom it out, although we're sort of getting up here on our own. Now there is an internal view. I don't like it much. The view itself, actually I'll show you this in a second when we're not trying to climb up the hill when we get to the top, but the view itself inside is much better than the original MudRunners. MudRunners inside cabins were pretty basic. This one, much better. Working mirrors, the entire cabin is modelled and accurate to the vehicles, at least as best as I've been able to find out. It's pretty fantastic. The only problem is the arm animations. You can see here, just the smallest movements, and look at the hands jumping back and forth. This is my preferred driving position, but that jumping back and forth annoys the crap out of me. And we made it. Alright, so let's take a look at this. Raised. Available for current truck. A raised suspension kit, good for venturing down old roads or off-road terrain. Such items can be equipped and customized via the menu in the garage, which we don't have access to yet. You can find upgrades in the world. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oops, no. It's alright, I read everything on that, so we should be fine. Handbrake on before we start going into the menus. Yes, I know this. Alright, so now we've got to go back down. So let's select reverse. Now, we'll leave it in all-wheel drive. But we'll just keep it out of low range. So, from here, back to the main road, and then got that fork there where we want to go right, and that should take us to the watchtower. Okay. Rocky road this one is. Although it's reasonably solid, we're not digging in, so this is okay. I can deal with a rocky road if it's solid. I'll tell you right now, I am missing TrackIR. The game does have full controller support too, actually. Probably should have showed that one off already. If we go through to settings up here, we've got the options for the steering wheels and everything else. I don't have a wheel, unfortunately. I can't bound it up. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to support TrackIR at all at this time. It's something that I complained about with the first MudRunner as well. I really wanted TrackIR for inside of the cabin, which we can now actually have a bit of a look at. And I know we're doing this at night time, which is kind of annoying, but yeah. You get the idea. The cabin is fully modelled, and it does have the Euro Truck Simulator trick, where if you lean out the window and look right around you, will stick your head out in order to be able to see what's going on out in the rear. This is begging for TrackIR support, but it doesn't seem to have any as of yet. Hopefully it will have some soon, or maybe I've messed something up, but I haven't. Mine hasn't detected anything, unfortunately. As this with the TrackIR and a wheel could be a hell of a lot of fun. Right. Come on. Up you go. Yeah, the lights are on. Make the popper go away now. Yeah, those are only popping up at the moment because I actually haven't completed the tutorial yet. It still wants me to do the truck. I'm bypassing a few things here just because I want to go this way. I didn't go this way last time. And that was a relatively easy trip to get to the watchtower, so nice. Alright. So let's see exactly how much of the map we uncovered over here. Alright, so this is... well, it's really nothing too important over here that I can see. We have got a broken bridge, and this will be our first job to repair once we actually pick up the truck. And we do have a down power line over here that I haven't received a contract for, but I'm going to assume is one of the contracts that we will get. As I said, I've only actually put a couple of hours into this already. Some wind turbines up on the hill, but otherwise there isn't a great deal going on over this section. It's more just a bit of clarification on exactly what was going on. But still, it was worth the drive up here for the new parts for the scouts. Okay, and back again. Sorry, was just helping my son with some of his schoolwork. Alright, so the easiest way, in all honesty, may be... we could try and off-road straight down the hill, but that may not be such a good idea. Yeah, that may not be such a good idea. I think we finish following it around. We'll never get back through that bog hole. That bog hole is pretty severe. Oh, we might just have to turn it around and just redrive the route back out. And we've bogged ourselves at the tower. Shit. Alright. Time for the winch. Get on the left mount, and I want... there we go. That tree. There we go. Alright, that seems to have fixed the problem. Now, let's get ourselves up and out of here. Yeah, we may have been losing low range a little bit too much before. Oh, keep it off the rocks, keep it off the rocks. Oh, that looks okay. You know, it occurs to me that maybe, just maybe, we should have actually gone and got the truck, and then I should have come up here and done the scouting in daylight hours. Maybe that would have been a decent idea. Bounce, 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 bounce. Oh, no, we just took a hit. I think we just bottomed out the sump. And I really don't need those pop-ups right now. Okay, so this looks like bitumen, or at least kind of like bitumen. This is some pretty shitty bitumen. What do we got? Alright, so that will lead us straight back down to the fuel station. We'll have to cut around the water there, and we want to go to the truck. Now to get to the truck... we might have to ford the river here. Let's go this way. Alright. We should be fine. Oh, take the handbrake off first. Whoa. Hitting a rock with speed on would not be good. But keeping the speed up is definitely good. We can keep through this mud. There we go. We can cross that. We're good, we're good, we're good, we're good. Alright. Beautiful. Okay, that's less than good. A little bit further up. Just trying to keep it out of the center of that salt there as much as we can, although we keep sliding back towards it. Alright, there we go. New truck discovered, GMC MH9500. You have found your first highway truck. This truck is designed for roads, so there are no off-road options included. Try not to fall into a swamp or drive into the deep mud with it. You can find out more about different types of trucks in the codex available for the menu. Well, I'll have to use that because I'm not a huge truck guy. I like the games, but yeah, not a massive truck guy, although I know some massive truck people on my server, so they're probably going to be screaming at me as they watch this video. Alright, so... and we'll stop the engine on that one. Good, it's not the best job for the best truck for the job, but that will have to do. The company Steel River Township is waiting for you to repair the bridge. You can find the contracts like this one on the map menu. Alright, so let's go to maps. Okay. So we got low range, no all-wheel drive on this truck, at least not yet. I do love the details in the trucks in this. Round we go. This is a bit wide and a bit terrible. I probably should have really done this turn a little better, but that's alright. Power! You know, considering that there's a town surrounded by this kind of terrain, it's almost like they're trying to portray like some kind of disaster, like a, I don't know, not a hurricane, but some kind of flood or something has gone through and done damage, because the town's just sort of here. And it's surrounded by these destroyed mud roads, and the bitumen's half washed away, and it's, the whole place looks like it's been hit really hard by something. I mean, the whole place seems to be running on some pretty rough times at the moment. I should really be watching where I'm going. Yeah, looks like I've got a lot of work to do here. Looks like we want to go straight through this intersection and up to the next intersection, and that's where we're going to have to make a turn. I think I've come in from the wrong direction here. Yeah, this is all about trailers. Alright, so what I'm going to have to do is we're going to have to bring it around the corner and then reverse it into the spot. A little tight in here, I think. Just a bit. Now the gear changes on controller are done all with the right stick. Just hold the button and clutch through. And yep, this is our steel pickup. So we're going to pick up the one load of steel here. It'll fill us up. And we're going to deliver this one to the bridge. And the next one will be down at the lumberyard, where we're going to pick up 2 loads, which both should fit in the back of the truck without too much of an issue, as I recall. So yeah, 1 load here, 2 loads from down there. And that is not the direction I wanted to be. Hey, stop. Forward. That's better. See, I'm such a professional truck driver at this, aren't I? I don't mistake forward or reverse forever. No. Alright, so there'll be a left out of here, I think. Just stop. Doesn't roll. Yeah, left out of the alley, then we're going to go right down the main. If it wants to place. Just essentially setting myself waypoints around just to make navigation that little bit easier. Keynote. Going to want to make a turn off here because that hole is going to be way too big. Alright, and that should get us to the bridge. Carefully not take down any of the signs here. We don't want to ruin the town any more than it currently is. It would have been nice to see some people, you know, just sort of walking around. I mean, I know the second you put pedestrians on the street, somebody's going to try and run them over in a truck, but, you know, still would have been nice to see some activity around the towns. So anyways, so far, after a couple of hours under my belt at this point, I would have liked a little bit longer, but not counting the gameplay that you see today, I'm actually really happy with this. Everything seems to be improved over spin tyres. At least that's my spin tyres and mud runner, which is at least my first impression. It plays really well, and it's kind of relaxing in an odd way. Oops. I put in a marker to tell me where to turn there, and I didn't turn. But yes, it does. Oops. That's alright, it's only a ding in the tray. It'll be all good. Watch what I'm doing here. Now, there is, of course, one downside to all of this. Unfortunately, Spin Tires was yet another game to get caught in Epic's web. You know, it is what it is now. It's an Epic exclusive. It'll be out, I'm assuming at this point, I'm actually not entirely sure, but I'm assuming it'll be released on other platforms in about 12 months. That seems to be about the go. Yeah. This has been happening for 2 years now. It's going to keep happening, and it's pretty clear at this point that Steam, as sort of the major other rival platform, isn't particularly interested in making any changes on its end to compete with what Epic's doing. So this is just the way it is. Not particularly happy about it at all, but that is the way it is now. Should get through there okay. Yep, no problems at all. Perfect. Come on. There we go. I was actually looking into some of the differences between it. I can sort of sympathise with the developers who do actually jump over, particularly the indie developers. Sort of your AAA ones, not so much, but you know, your smaller indies. You know, Steam takes 30%, Epic takes 13%, and will front up, you know, a couple of million in cash in the first place. For your smaller developers and your indie developers and your smaller general teams, I can absolutely see why they would jump over to Epic first, even though it is unquestionably a worse store. And there we go. Alright, so we hit the unload. Right, so that's the steel in place now. So now, yep, we've got to go back and get the wood. So now the wood is back at the lumber yard up here, near where we picked up the truck in the first place. So we've got two options. We've got one set load 2 units of wood onto the tray in the back, and then we have the trailer as well. So put a waypoint here. I think I actually need a new controller. This one's getting a little jumpy. It's not quite smooth. Put one about here. There. And one up here to indicate the turn. Right. And we'll come over and we'll... the last time I did this, I didn't actually pick up the trailer. So I might go get the 2 units of wood in the back, and then we'll take a look at grabbing the trailer as well. I don't think you need it, but I'd like to get the trailer early to move it up to the garage, which is what we're actually trying to get access to. Once we build this bridge, we get access to the garage that's on the other side. Yes, the horn works. And then we can actually travel over there. Once the trailer's over there, I can then use it for tasks around that area. Probably should actually stop the truck before changing gears, but it's fine. I haven't broken it yet. The damage system's actually one of the things that's improved over MudRunner. It's no longer the truck's just sort of having a general points pool. Individual components can now be broken and shattered as you're using them. So it's just a more in-depth damage model in general. And that is actually the road that I wanted to go down. Yeah, what SnowRunner really strikes me as is the game that I think the developer, I can't remember his name now, but it was the game that he wanted to make, but the all the garbage that occurred around Spin Tires and MudRunner with fighting for IP and licensing, and I think the dev and the publisher were trying to rip one another off, or, you know, fighting and arguing, and yeah, it was a bit of a thing back in the day, back in 2014, 2015, 2016. This strikes me as the game that he wanted to build, but sort of got shafted out of actually managing to build. And I very much like it. Definitely needs an option to get rid of those arms though. That's the waypoint, so left here and then sort of drifting and sliding all over the place at the moment. Yes, I know the lumber mill is the best place to get the wooden planks. Alright, I think we've approached him from the right side this time, so this should be fine. Alright, let's find us an external view. And we've got the option to auto-load. There we go. Alright, so that looks like 2 units of planks on the back, so we're ready to go. I think it was only 2 units that were actually required to build the bridge. We're still going to take a shot at getting this this trailer. Though I'm pretty sure we don't actually need it. Yeah, okay. Oh, no, that's not the right button. Oops. My bad. Okay. So that's our trailer there. So, yeah, it's just around the corner, straight dirt back up, so that's not a major thing. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's only 2 loads of wood, so I don't think I actually need the trailer. I never grabbed it last time, so I wouldn't mind towing it out and taking it to the garage. There's a little bit of slop there, though. Hopefully it's not going to be too bad. I'll load on. Oh. Yeah, that's not going to work. I don't think this is going to work. No, that is much, 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 much deeper slop than I thought it was. Fine, fine, fine. Nothing ahead. Yeah, we've stuffed the trailer. I'll have to come back with something once we've taken the load off the back here. Might have to come in maybe between the fence and the post. I'm not sure if there'll be enough space. That's alright. This will be enough. Now there's a couple of sloppy parts on the road through here. That were a little bit fun the last time I ran this one through, but it should be fine enough. Yeah, that's one of my biggest... I don't have a lot of gripes with this from everything I've seen of it so far. My biggest issue is the hands. The hands need to go. Get rid of the driver's body and give me TrackIR support, and I am fine with this. Alright. Left. Wonder what's left of the bitumen. and there we go. So, drop off this wood here and the bridge will finish, and that opens up the doorway from the peninsula to the main section of the main section of Wyoming. There we go, new driver rank unlocked. When you get enough experience, you get a new driver rank. Every rank provides you with new options regarding vehicle and add-on purchasing. Objectives may also require you to reach a certain driver rank before they are unlocked. Press down to access your driver profile. Yeah, so that's it. Contract completed. Balance is now 8,000. We will leave the peninsula and get access to the garage. So that is what we will do next. However, at this point, I think we are going to end this one off here. So get through all the progression windows here so they go away. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to head over to the garage, which is just over here up to the right. We're going to have to probably pick up a few watchtowers on the way through. We'll see what we grab. Can't break off. And we'll continue this from the garage in the next video. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. Thank you very much for watching. And until next time, remember to click that like button if you did, share and subscribe if you want to see more, and as always, take care.